All right, you guys, welcome back to Total Dialysis. We are in the middle of demonstrating the home hemodialysis treatment process. All right. So you should either just finish hanging the bags or checking the chloramines, and then after you've done all that, you got your items together for the dialysis. And now we're at the place where we need to go ahead and prepare the cycler and the cartridge together. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you are doing the bags, you want to go ahead and get your waistline, which is a extremely long yellow tubing with one yellow clamp. You're going to tie the clamp part to the back of your cycler, and the other end you want to try to put in a place where you can dispose the waste. So a place such as under the toilet seat, facing into the toilet, or you want to put it inside your sink, so somewhere where you can dispose of this fluid, and this fluid has a place to go. Okay, because this is the waste. This is what's coming out of your body. You want to get rid of it. All right. All right. So after you've done that, the 23 minutes is up. The first thing you're going to see is a screen full of 8s, and then after that, another screen is going to come up where it's counting from 1 to 4. Then it's going to go A, B, C, D all the way to H, and then it's going to count down from 9 to 1. Once it's done doing that, you're going to press mute, and then the number 23 is going to come up, and that signals that it's ready for you to go ahead and start snapping the lines. All right. So to snap the lines, you're going to go ahead and grab the red clamp line, which is the arterial, and you're going to pull the lines in a snapping motion to get all these tiny air bubbles that the cycler might have missed pumping the saline through the tubes from, right? So continue down the arterial line till you come to the access pressure pump, and go ahead and tap that pod a little bit right there to make sure the air is out of it. Then you're going to go to the other side of the cycler, and you're going to start detaching the dialyzer from the cartridge. All right. And once you take all the rubber and paper tapes and everything from it, you're going to go ahead and try to get the air out of the dialyzer. Okay. And you do that by tapping the top of the dialyzer against the palm of your hand gently, not hard, but gently, just to knock the air through so it can go through the venous line, which is the line at the top of the dialyzer. When you get done with that, go ahead and place it in this holder. Make sure that you take the heparin line and stretch it out. All right. Continue on the other side of the cycler by grabbing the venous line and snap that line all the way back to the saline bag. Okay. You should start at the red and end on the blue clamps. So go ahead and grab your cartridge bag or garbage if you want to, and grab the heparin line, and go ahead and prime the line by opening the cap just a little bit. Let the fluid run out, get all the air out, then close it, and then you clamp it shut. All right. And then the blue clamp on top of the dialyzer, open that line up a little bit also, and allow it to prime. Go ahead and put the clamp back. After that, you want to take the saline line on the arterial tubing and open it up. Go ahead and prime that line, and then clamp the white clamp shut also. Then we're ready to make our connections. So go ahead and close all of the clamps. Close every single clamp that you see on the cartridge, okay? Now, I typically like to start with a dialysate line, all right? So you're going to disconnect this line, and whether you're using bags or if you're using the PureFlow, the principle is the same. Connect all the color lines to the same colors. Connect all the green clamps to the green clamps. Connect the yellow clamps to the yellow clamps. Now, one thing that does help when you're connecting these clamps is to make sure that you have some kind of order to it, because the clamps, the tubings themselves can become entangled. So make sure you know where everything is going in the event that you have to get to one in an emergency, or you don't want to accidentally pull one tube and then it pulls on another tube. So definitely make sure that you have some order to separate all these things, okay? Go ahead and grab your empty syringes. You should have 2 of them, all right? And get your recirculator, okay? I typically start with the arterial, all right? So go ahead and disconnect it from the saline pump, all right? What you want to do is take the first syringe, connect it to the tube connecting to the saline pump, and then you're going to connect the recirculator to the arterial tubing. Then you're going to take the venous tubing. You're going to disconnect that from the saline pump. And you're going to connect the tube to the saline pump, and then connect the recirculator and arterial tube to the venous line, okay? And in that way, the machine will continue to circulate. All right, and so after that, you want to go ahead and set your rate, how fast the cycler is going to take your fluid off, and then you want to set in how much fluid by pressing the liter button. You want to set how many liters the cycler is actually going to take off. And again, this is personalized up to you and up to your treatment, all right? And after that, we're going to do the cannulation, where I stick myself with the needles and I get on the machine. And I'll see you in the next video.